Live from the O'Hara Construction Studio in downtown Jackson, it's the Bart Hawley Show. I'm Adam Bragginser, inviting you to join Bart and his guests. From Jackson County Department of Transportation, Director of Engineering and Deputy Managing Director Angela Klein, with Henrietta Superintendent Joe DeBoe. From Jackson College, Director of Admissions Stephanie Waffle-Stevenson. For the 2023 Hot Air Jubilee and the Women's National Championship Competition, Jackie Austin and Balloon Meister Steve Sitko. From the Franks Center for the Arts, Executive Director Jacob Gates. And from Jackson Breakfast, Rotary's upcoming Backpack Drive event, Al Mellinger, with From One North Kitchen and Bar, Amy Courts. And now, here's Bart.
Thank you very much, Adam, and welcome to the show. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us today on a cloudy, so far, Wednesday afternoon, July 12, 78 degrees right now. We are in the mid-80s at this point yesterday, but today a little cooler, and because the sun's just not with us today, increase in clouds throughout the afternoon. And earlier today we thought we'd be seeing rain by now, but now it looks like it won't be until evening, maybe after 6 p.m. High today 80, and our rain, when it does arrive, could be heavy at times. Right now, radar shows just a few small areas of showers that are along the Indiana-Michigan border. We see a bigger threat of showers further to the southwest, and that will be affecting us overnight tonight. Thunderstorms possible, heavy rainfall again. We could get between a quarter to a half an inch of rain late this afternoon, early this evening, and overnight up to an inch of rain, and that's a lot. On Thursday, a chance of showers still with us in the morning. Winds will calm down. We'll probably see some sunshine in the afternoon, a high of 82 Thursday. Friday, chance of showers back with us in the afternoon. And on Friday, a high of 86. Saturday looks to be a rainy day. Showers are likely all throughout the day. Thunderstorms also possible, 83. And sunny on Sunday, a high of 84. Slight chance of showers, so could be wet next few days. And there you have it, today's weather, presented by Kelly Express. Kelly Express has great savings on summer refreshment and a great deal on the specialty pizza. It's $24.99. It's huge, it's special, it's awesome, and you get an order of breadsticks with that as well. At their new location, County Farm Road, you don't even have to get out of the car. And you can also DoorDash or order via Slice at Kelly Express. Today is the 12th of July. Did we look outside yet? I noticed earlier today it was kind of hazy looking. Looks like the haze has cleared up a little bit because it was much hazier earlier. As we look to the northeast, some school buses at Nixon Park for some reason. I bet they came in for the pool. Yeah, well, that's cool. Pool's probably packed this afternoon, as well it should be. In celebrations today, National Pecan Pie Day, National Etch-a-Sketch Day. It was on this day that the Etch-a-Sketch was first introduced. Eat Your Jell-O Day, and it's Paper Bag Day. Brandon, at the supermarket, paper or plastic?
Plastic.
Paper for me, because you put the plastic bags in the car and then everything spills out.
I didn't know they still offered paper bags, to be honest with you.
No, you have to beg for the paper.
Yeah.
And then you have to double bag when you want double bag. It was on this day in 1962, the first performance of the Rolling Stones. And that, as you might imagine, was in London at the Marquee Club. And in Chicago on this day in, let's see, what year was it? 1970, do the research on that. But Comiskey Park, they had disco demolition night. It was a doubleheader between the White Sox and the Tigers. Played the first game okay, but as part of a promotion with a Chicago radio station and rock jock Steve Dahl, they did disco demolition night. Everybody that came to the ballpark with a disco record got in for 98 cents. Well, 40,000 people came, and another 40,000 people all around the park. And between the two games, they were going to set the disco records on fire, but they didn't collect the disco records from the fans as they went in. So people were flinging them all over the place like frisbees. Dozens of people were injured. The fireworks, they had explosives in a dumpster where all the disco records were in the center field. It exploded, the place filled with smoke, people went crazy, it was fighting, it was drinking, it was crazy hilarity ensued. And good news for the Tigers, the White Sox had to forfeit the second game. And on this day in 1976, the first Family Feud premiered on ABC. And the very first host of Family Feud was, Brendan?
A guy who kissed the girls a
Yes,
lot?
he
I don't
kissed
know
girls
his
a lot.
name, but yeah,
Richard Dawson,
Richard Dawson,
yes,
there you
who
go.
was
Yes.
far superior than any of the hosts that have followed him. Today in the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson, and today at the Cascades, we'll keep our fingers crossed that the rain does not impact this event. 7 p.m., and the show is the Cirque Among Us show, and costume characters will be there as well. Kids Night at GRB. It's a movie for kids at Grand River Brewery. It's at 6 p.m. It's free. It's Ratatouille. And the full menu will be available for families to enjoy while they watch the movie. And DJ Trivia at Not So Shabby, Oh So Chic. And this is the new location of Not So Shabby, Oh So Chic, just a few feet down from where they were in the Kibi Cobb Plaza, but now they have more room, big outdoor patio, and from 6 till 8 tonight they'll be doing DJ Trivia. And that's it, Today in the J, presented by Experience Jackson. Yesterday afternoon, officials from Jackson College and Grand Valley State University gathered at McDivitt Hall on Central Campus at Jackson College to celebrate a partnership. The signing agreement occurred, ribbon cutting of the new Grand Valley location on the campus of Jackson College, as these two schools are now partnering in order to offer 4-year bachelor's degree for nursing and other career pathways. And yesterday afternoon at the signing ceremony, JTV was there.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Jackson College for what today is a seminal moment. A moment where two higher education institutions come together for the purpose of doing something bigger than we could do independently. A way in which two institutions can come together to provide better services, better education, more opportunity to students than ever before. We are excited about this new partnership with Grand Valley State University. You know, we have been looking for a long time to have a partner, a public university partner at Jackson College, and we have been on a journey for 21 years that I have been here. Anyway, 23 years I've been here, and we have finally found a partner that I think is a long-term partner for Jackson College. That kind of stability, that kind of high-quality education is important for us. I have to note a little bit of personal bias. I've had two of our daughters who attended Grand Valley State University. And they didn't know, when I went to Grand Valley State University with my daughters, they didn't know who I was. I was just Dan Phelan coming through, and they didn't know, but I was impressed from the first moment that I was on campus. You know, they have an orientation for parents too. Like I really needed an orientation to help my daughters with this process, but it was actually incredibly helpful. I really enjoyed the experience, but even more important, the experience that my daughters had in going to Grand Valley State University, living in housing, the experience that they talked about. When I visited them in housing, I visited them on the various parts of campus, it was very clear to me that Grand Valley State University was a different institution. It's the fourth largest institution in the state of Michigan. And I can't think of a better partner for us to think about long-term service to our community. So when we talked with our Board of Trustees, we talked internally about the kind of partner we could have in the University Center that we really wanted to connect with in a long-term fashion. We knew that we found the right kind of partner in Grand Valley State University, and from the moment that we had the first conversation with Al and Dr. Van Dam, and just on down the line even to Dr. Mentella, we've been very excited about this partnership and the partners that we actually have to work with.
Do we have any Jackson students in the room? Okay, so I just want to welcome you because we're sure you're coming over to Grand Valley State, right? And what part of the beauty of this partnership is you don't start thinking about students at the point of recruitment. You think about them as they take on their mission, their passion and purpose at every level, and you start to support them in different ways. So I am super excited that we are engaging here, that we're going to be resident here, and together I hope we have many more innovations to come programmatically and to support our wonderful students.
We've looked and worked, and of course our president, Doctor, as you indicated, he is a go-getter. He keeps going, he keeps working at it, and so forth. It's something that we needed here in Jackson. And we have been noted by throughout the state for our nursing program. And I'm very excited about that, combining with you and doing everything we can do to get those nurses into those hospitals and working and so forth. It's so important to us to do that, that's why we were looking for somebody in particular. And guess what? We found that particular. Thank you so much for what you do. The board is one of the boards. Our board is always looking to the future, looking to see where we can improve students' life and so forth. And we literally, you see the pin here that I have on here, total commitment to student success. You can't see it, I'm sure, but that's where the board comes from. Total commitment to student success. And we truly mean that. So, Grand Valley, Madam President, thank you so much for what you've done. Thank you for all the people who worked in putting this together, because this doesn't come together like that. It takes time, takes effort, and so forth. So thank you so much, and God bless you.
More online, including all the details, plus a photo gallery in the Jackson College section of jtv.tv. We have a brand new food circus that premieres today. Adrian Sharp visits Sylvia's Catering, and here's a quick preview.
Sylvia's Catering in Napoleon showcases traditional dishes with modern twists and focuses on rich flavors. And they'll cater to any event. Weddings, corporate events, social gatherings, they do it all with custom menus and consulting. Co-owners Elise and Allison Houston have decades of combined experience in the hospitality industry that has taken them all over the country. Chef Allison has even catered high-profile events up to 4,000 people. Very impressive and inspiring. But the true inspiration behind Sylvia's Catering is Elise's late grandmother, Sylvia. Elise, tell me a little bit more about Sylvia.
Yeah, so Sylvia is my grandma. She is pretty special. She owned and operated a pizzeria in Allen Park, Michigan for 50 years called Sylvia's, which is pretty unbelievable. So she is a legend in that area and out here. It's crazy how many people come out here and are familiar with her shop and her. But yes, so when we launched Sylvia's Catering about 3 years ago, next month we're at our 3-year anniversary, it was so fitting that we were going to carry on her name and legacy.
Well, congratulations. I mean, it's amazing, and the food that I've seen the photos of looks amazing that you ladies offer.
They do an awesome job, and you'll see how they do it today on a brand new episode of Food Circus, premiering at 3, 7, and 10. The City of Jackson, the Jackson Blazer News, and Jackson College are presenting the first annual Jackson Old Time Gospel Fest. It's happening this Sunday at Horace Blackman Park in downtown Jackson. The Old School Gospel Fest will be presenting music of Jackson's legendary gospel vocalists and musicians, featuring Jackson's own Babby Mason and Mother Odie Trice, Jackson's oldest gospel pioneer, with special guests, the Original Faith Temple Band, Tim and Wendy Oliver, various praise teams, the Willis family, and more. It's at 4:30. Get your praise on at Horace Blackman Park. Seating begins at 4. Bring your lawn chairs, and should be a great afternoon. Sunday afternoon, downtown Jackson at Horace Blackman Park. City of Jackson is starting a big project today. Actually, they began Monday to renovate Optimus Park. Optimus Park, which is on West Avenue, but the access to the park is through the side streets. This park, you've seen it. It's pretty much been just a basketball court and some playground area. Well, the city sold half of the park to developers for future development, which could include things like fast food. But that remained, that left behind a big part of the park that was not developed, and now the city using $1.5 million from that sale of portion of the park to construct a brand new Optimus Park. And they're going to see, as you can see, a basketball court, play structure, picnic area, and more. Coming soon, a brand new Optimus Park expected to be complete in early fall of this year, later this year. We have a great lineup of guests on the show today, and we're glad that you're with us. And in just moments, joining us from the Jackson County Department of Transportation, Angela Klein and Joe DeBow. We'll find out about Joe DeBow's real job. Also today, Jeremy Frew from Jackson College, as they are encouraging students to get registered this summer with the Hot Air Jubilee, Steve Sitko and Jackie Austin. Jacob Gateson from the Frank Center for the Arts with their lineup of entertainment over the next few months. And we've got a special event being staged by the Jackson Breakfast Rotary Club. Al Mellinger will be here, and from One North Kitchen and Bar, Amy Courts, and One North will be hosting their event. All here today on JTV. Great to have you with us. And we get started with the JC Dot folks after this.